Very good evening everyone, welcome to Operation Palace. So again, apologies that this video is still very late. I should have done this maybe a couple of nights ago, but I've just been seriously busy this week again. You know, my hours are just going severely up at the moment, so extra money for me but more travelling to do. So yeah, Saturday finished Manchester United 2, Palace 1. Where do I start really? We already had a lot of work to do with giving a penalty away after 7 minutes, which Hughes stupidly handballed. What the fuck is he doing? Keep your fucking hands down, mate. You just don't need to do that. Stupid penalty to give away. You know, it's just not worth risking it. Like, why on earth would you do that? Like, is he trying to catch the ball or something? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And with the penalty as well, I think it's so avoidable what Guaita does. Personally for me, he dives way too early, and then that just gives a very easy finish to Fernandes. And at that point, you're just thinking, it's a case of how many. You know, we just did not look good in that game until that red card, which I've had a look at the red card incident now. I still don't think that was a red card, personally for me. Having a look back at that incident, I just don't think it's a red card. I think a red card is very harsh on Casemiro for sure. I just don't think that's a red card. You know, he grabs him round the neck, fair enough, which gives the referee a decision to make, but I think he's got it wrong. I do think he's got it wrong. I think we got away with that one. If that came to us, I'd be very annoyed about that as well, to be fair. So yeah, then 2-0. You know, when we get to 2-0 as well, it was 2-0 at the red card. You know, I don't understand what Gahey and Richards were doing for Rashford's goal, to be honest with you. They're just fucking standing there, giving him so much space. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you two doing? Like, you two are just idiots. And Guaita as well, in the goal. It's a pretty straightforward shot, it's straight at him. You know, I'm sorry, what? Like, I don't get it. And then, you know, once that red card happens, you know, they're trying to hang on. And we do get a goal from Jeffrey Schlupp, which is very inventive. You know, he tries, I think he back heels it comes off the back of his foot, and it somehow goes in the net, and I can't believe how that went into the net. You know, and but that was all she wrote really. You know, we were already chasing the game at 2-0. Personally for me, very poor performances from Klein at right back. I thought he was very poor. I just didn't think he was very good at all. So yeah, very disappointing performance, but it's the big one this weekend. We cannot afford to lose this game this weekend. We lose this game at the weekend, it's going to be such a horrible atmosphere at the ground, because people are going to start turning on Vieira. For me personally, I want to see 110% effort. I do not want to see us sit back against these fucking bastards like we've done every single fucking time in the last 3 or 4 years, that we just sit back and we don't do anything. We just let them on us, and they dominate us. They've dominated like literally 3 or 4 of the last meetings as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game. Let's get into my player ratings from Saturday's very disappointing defeat. Starting off in goal, Guaita, I thought he could have done better for both goals. He dived way too early for Fernandes' penalty, and I thought the second one, he thought he should have saved that, personally for me. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. I thought he was very poor. Actually no, I won't give him 4, I'll give him 5 out of 10. He made a good save in the first half as well from a corner, from a header from, I'm not sure who it was off the top of my head, it might have been Martinez. So yeah, I was very disappointed with his performance. Left back was Tyrick Mitchell. I don't think he did that much better to stop the crosses coming in. Again, I thought he was very poor. He didn't have much creativity going forward. Again, I thought he was very poor. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 as well. Next is Gahey and Richards. Both of them, I'm going to do them both together. I thought they were both very poor. You know, it's very annoying. You know, what can I say? So I'm going to give both of them a 5 out of 10 as well. I thought they were both very poor. know, what more can I say? I'm very disappointed. You know, I thought we could have got something from the game. And then finally, Klein was at right back. I thought he was very poor. He allowed Rashford and all the wide players to get in on them very quickly, and I don't think he had a good performance whatsoever, and I'm going to give him a 4. Decore with the assist for Schlupp's goal. You know, other than that, it didn't really contribute that much, to be honest. I'm going to give him a 5. Schlupp was a well taken goal, to be fair, but again, I don't know what he adds to this team. I'm going to give him a 5. He came on as well. I think Hughes started the game though, so I will start with Will Hughes. I'll be honest with you, I thought he was very poor. Gave the penalty away, and that pretty much was his downfall for this game, to be honest with you. So I'm going to give him a 4. Next was Jordan Ayew. Again, I didn't think he was good enough. Didn't create that much at all, so I'll give him a 4. Elise, he created the corners. The corners were very good as far as I'm concerned, so he actually tried his hardest. So again, I'll give him a 5. And then there was who was the other one? I think it was Eze on the left hand side. He didn't contribute anything to the game, nothing whatsoever, so I'm going to give him a 5. And then up top was Odsonne Edouard. He was isolated up top for me personally, so I'm going to give him a 4. The team lineup, not one that I would have gone with personally, but I'm very happy with the 2-1 scoreline. I would have taken that before, you know, a ball was kicked, to be honest with you. So we've got the big one at the weekend. It's the big rivalry, the M23 derby, the first of the season, because we was meant to play them at the end of September, but unfortunately that got postponed due to, what I'd say, them being cowards basically. But there was a rail strike that went on that weekend, and there would be no trains up to their ground. So it's the first M23 derby of the season. That will be out, I promise you, tomorrow. That will be out tomorrow, so please look out on the channel for it. Thank you all so much for the support on the channel at the moment. Hit that like button if you're new, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video very, very soon. And arrivederci.